Hello, Star Wars fans, fellow lovers of space teddy bears, and all you other good people out there. This is Archer Remark, and I'm back with another Star Wars action figure review. And a little while back, of course, if you've been following my reviews, I picked up the case of figures, which has for now at least, the last wave of the vintage collection line. And, past few reviews over the past few weeks have been these vintage collection figures. And this is the last figure I have to review from that wave. So, this is it. There'll be other items to review, I'm sure. But as far as this line, this wave, this is it for now. And we have something we've been seeing a lot of on my channel because I love me some Ewoks. And we've had the Kmart 2-pack, the Toys R Us 5-pack, so now this is the last Ewok of the year from this wave with this is Lumat. Okay. Nice, another nice addition to the Ewok family, the ever-growing army of furballs that I've been adding to my collection, so... Nice guy. Alright, I'm going to give you, as usual, a look at the card back first. So you have ages 4 and up. Warning, choking hazard. You got Star Wars Return of the Jedi logo. You got the pink background for this guy. The character name of Lumat. And a nice image of the character. Pretty good image. Not almost exactly like the original card, but not quite the same. And again, you'll see that in a moment. But looks pretty good. Got that great Kenner logo. And then we flip it around again, and we have the A New Hope Luke and Leia silver wraparound logo. Again, the vintage collection description, which again I will do a pan across. If you want to read the description, you can. It hasn't changed. It's still the same vintage collection logo. That's too dark. Okay. And again, as we've seen, the vintage looking 12-back and a bunch of other figures from this wave and previous waves. We'll go this way this time. A lot of these I have reviews on my channel. The Anakin I still don't have, but most of the others I have reviews, so feel free, check out my channel, look for these figures. The Luke, Malgus, Vizsla, Starkiller, Nikto, Grand Moff Tarkin, Oddball, all have reviews. Lumat, of course, I'm doing right now. The Ahsoka and Obi-Wan, which I have, but they are staying on the card. Royal Guard has been done. Weequay was done. Nien Nunb was done. Reviews on all these great figures. Down here, again, as we've been seeing for a while now, the 3 vintage collection vehicles. You have your Hasbro.com, StarWars.com, all that's good stuff. Okay. That's the card back. Now we're going to go to the figure. And again, lots of great sculpting job on this guy. This is Lumat. And he's, not the most exciting color scheme. He's pretty much all gray. His gray's got this nice brown headdress. But good detail, good paintings on the fingernails and the toes. Do a little spin around. Now the headdress is removable. I'm going to leave it on for now due to time restraints. But just pop the head off, or you could probably get it off even without popping the head off. They're not too difficult to get on and off. Attached to the headdress is this white. You have this white strip here, holding on this green pouch holding the arrows, which are some of his accessories. I'll show you in a little more detail on that later on. I guess, well, a quiver. That's what that's called. So very cool. I'll go over articulation. Ball in front of the neck, ball in shoulders, ball in elbows, swivel wrist, swivel waist, swivel hips, and ball hinged ankles. So the only thing they didn't manage to fit in are the knees, and with a figure this small, it is very understandable. So no problem there at all. You know, again, we've seen this on many Ewoks. It's nothing, you know, there's nothing too different. Again, the elbows is not something we see a lot on Ewoks. We've seen it on a couple of the figures, but not all of them, because it is so small, it's hard to get a joint in like that. But, you know, very cool. And again, as I mentioned before, we're going to go over the accessories that he comes with. All very nicely sculpted and painted. First, we have this spear. Nicely sculpted, nice detail, nicely painted. You know, you could see, you know, that it looks like a piece of stone and, you know, wood and vines wrapping around, holding it in place. It's very nicely done. Then you have this bow. Again, just like the spear, it kind of matches the spear with the wrappings. And you have this twine or whatever this is meant to be as the bowstring, which is very bendy and flexible, so you could recreate him trying to pull it back and show it. And I want to show you something. See this little, hopefully you can make that out, this little groove, this little indentation. That is put on specifically. Now you get 3 of these arrows, which will fit in the quiver. You know, they're all very basic, all brown like this. There's no other paint, but that's alright. But now those arrows can be placed in this slot. You can fit this very nicely in his hand. Come on, very nicely in his hand. You can put the arrows in there, and you have some movement. We can move the arrow forward and back and really make it look like he's getting ready to shoot this arrow at some poor unsuspecting stormtrooper. Yeah. So it's a really nice touch. Like I said, both weapons fit really nicely in his hand. I'm just sort of placing them like this, just for the time being, just for show. But they fit nicely in either hand. Really good, nice size. And again, like I've been doing with a couple of the other figures, I thought I'd show you a little comparison. I like doing this when you have vintage figures and that I have the actual vintage figure of. I like to show comparison to the vintage collection. So we have vintage collection figure, and then here is the original Lumat still on its card. I have this guy loose as well. So you see the pink and the pink, and now you can see the differences. Now the figure, the character itself looks the same. So you look at that image, and then you look at this image. It's pretty much the same. Obviously this picture has, you know, been cleaned up, probably digitally cleaned up. Down here you had the offer showing for the free Anakin Skywalker mail away offer. But the background is different. Background is definitely different. So you see a tree and some brushes and leaves in this. It's all, see, you have like a little rope bridge. If you see closely, there's like a rope bridge and trees and foliage and all kinds of stuff. So not exactly the same, but the Ewok itself on the card back looks the same. Boy, how uncomfortable those little Ewok suits must have been for the little people that played those characters. Anyway, so again, you know, there's the original. See, he's got the bow and arrow, but they're just molded arrows, and you got the plastic bow there. And so you have that, and then this guy with the new arrow, bow and arrows, and the spear again. So, but great figure. If you're an original trilogy guy, if you love the Ewoks, I know some hate them. You know, I love the Ewoks. I'm a big fan of the Ewoks. You know, again, being Return of the Jedi will have a special place in my heart. Being 8 years old, it was the first of the original 3 films that I got to see in theater. At least until the first re-release in '97. The first two films I saw later on TV and videotape and whatnot. So Return of the Jedi will always have a special place in my heart. So I love the Ewoks. So if you like the original trilogy, if you like the Ewoks, you want to continue collecting your little Ewok army. And again, it's been a big year for Ewoks this year. Like I said, the Toys R Us 5-pack and the Kmart 2-pack. And then this guy, another great figure. And definitely recommend it if you get him. Absolutely worth it. One other thing I wanted to show you here. Again, the difference in prices and figures. Look at the difference in prices. Hopefully you can look at that. Kmart, 88 cents. I don't know if this was clearance or whatever. Look, it's the old price tag, 88 cents. Can't get anything for 88 cents nowadays. Maybe that pays for the tax, maybe, or a little more than the tax. But anyway, we've come a long way. We're paying $10 at least for figures now. All right. So anyway, to wrap this up, another great figure by Hasbro, great Ewok. As usual, hope you love this review. Comment, rate, subscribe. Love to see your comments, feedback. Love to know what you think about this guy. Definitely recommend it. Definitely pick him up if you can. Until my next video, may the Force be with you. Bye, guys.